Welcome to the Silent Thinking Podcast, a space to slow down, breathe, and reconnect. Today I'm reading from Walking the Path, A Leader's Journey by Dr. McNally, a reflective story about the inner journey of leadership. Just listen and let the stillness support you. Oh, there's a girl, Jose said. She's a friend of yours. I believe her name is Liz, yes. She's a friend, John said solemnly. Then she should go with you, Jose countered. No, John exclaimed. This trip is too dangerous for... For whom? Jose asked. We know that it's dangerous. It is dangerous for anyone who attempts it. Never mind, John said. Yes, Jose said. She's a girl, a strong and beautiful girl. She's also a good hunter. She would be a good companion for you on this trek. She's a very good hunter, John added, and does not matter that she's a girl, John paused. I cannot ask her to go with me. It would not be fair to her. She has family here. Who are you to determine if something is fair for her? Jose asked. You are not in a position to judge her circumstances. Nonetheless, I will speak of her no more. When will you leave? Jose's eyes were now fixed upon John. If I were to plan an exact date, John said, then it should be the day after my birthday. That is a peculiar day, Jose said. Why then? Not sure, really, John answered. Somehow it seems fitting. It's not like my parents are going to do anything for my birthday anyway. Do not let your actions be out of revenge, Jose said quickly. That would not be a wise thing to do. They're not, John said. At least, they are not intended to be. There is not a best day to leave, I imagine. I just figured that my birthday makes sense. I'll be 18, I'm grown. At least I should be. You are grown, Jose said, but you still think like a child. That will change in time. Jose paused. You will change as you progress through your journey. If you do not, then you will not make it across. John sat there, absorbing Jose's words. Then let this be the plan, Jose began again. Let your words confirm your thoughts, your actions at this point need to be purposeful and intentional. Your actions now will dictate your further success or failure. If you're going to make this trip, then act upon it. I will help as much as I can. I will help you plan. We will keep your date as the set date. The day after your birthday it shall be. Let's now consider what must be done between now and then. What do we do now? John asked. We start asking yourself a basic question, Jose said. What question is that? John asked. We need to know your genesis. Why do you want to make this journey across the mountain? Jose started. If you do not understand the why or the purpose, you will not survive the journey. I don't understand, John said. At some point in those mountains, things will get tough, Jose said. Your food rations may get thin. You may sprain your ankle. I could give many examples of things that will be unpleasant along your journey. If you are not clear on why you are making this journey, then what is to stop you from quitting? If you intend to finish the journey, you need to be crystal clear as to why you started in the first place. So are you ready to take on this quest? John sat a moment, collecting his thoughts. For years, he ruminated over this journey. Now was the make or break point. Was he resolved enough to commit, or was he still on the fence? No, John said at last, but I'm not sure if I will ever be 100% ready. I just know that I need to leave. And if I don't leave soon, then I'm afraid I will never leave. I may not have the guts to do it if I wait too much longer. Fair enough, Jose said. Then let's put a plan into action. As the days go by and the plan becomes all the more real to you, you will know if you are truly ready to make the trip. But remember, you need to be sure here, Jose pointed to his head, and here, then he pointed to his heart. When you are sure in both places, you will be able to successfully make this trek. John nodded in understanding. Between now and then we must talk, Jose said again. The next month will be critical. I want to help you be successful. That means we must plan. We must consider every part of the journey. We must talk about the climb. We must talk about the food rations. We must talk about surviving the cold nights. All of these things are important. And we must talk about which way you should go. And for that, I have something to show you. What is it? John asked in excitement. He was not expecting a parting gift. He thought that his leaving would leave him remorseful. Now Jose was giving him something. Jose arose from his chair, walked into the other room, and came back with a small book. It looked to be 1,000 years old, worn and torn. Jose placed the book carefully on the kitchen table. Sitting down, he meticulously studied the book's cover. John could see nothing fancy about the book itself and wondered why it held Jose's attention for so long. This is my great-grandfather's journal, Jose said. John was not sure why that was important. He waited until Jose said more about it. You see, John, Jose said, not only did my great-grandfather make it across the mountains, he also came back. He came back? John asked in amazement. His voice failed him. The story of Jose's great-grandfather was legendary. Of course, some 70 years later, everyone's version was convoluted, almost fabricated, to the point of telling tales of ghosts and monsters. Now every tale of crossing over the mountains is filled with such tidbits. To the old, these stories were told to scare the next generation away from the mountains, and it worked. No one talked about the mountains. No one dared to trek across them. John could sense that most outrageous stories caused Jose to become angry, or worse, heartbroken. All of the tales told were insulting. People often inferred that some form of mental illness ran in Jose's family. This was not true, but the rumors continued to spread. Despite all of this, Jose remained a constant force of trust and reliability for John. In fact, John's father spoke highly of Jose throughout these years. Jose was a local, dependable, qualities that John's father admired. Yes, Jose replied, almost in an excited whisper. After 3 years, he showed up by the back door one evening, just as the sun set. This must have been 64 years ago, and around this time of year. Jose placed his left hand over the front cover of the book. Then he placed his right hand over his left. Closing his eyes and bowing his head, Jose sat there in silence for a minute. Then, as if a renewed spirit had surfaced within him, Jose raised his head. His eyes glowed with bright light, as if he were looking into the sun at daybreak. Yet his voice was calm, steadfast, and stern. I'm giving my great-grandfather's journal to you, Jose said. John's face lit up as he was given the best of all birthday presents. But as quickly as his delight came, it was gone again. John realized what Jose inferred. No, John said, this is all you have left of what is your family. You are the last surviving member. The legend, the stories, they all die with you. You must keep your great-grandfather's journal. Do you want to know what is written in this book? Jose asked. It may contain some of the answers you are trying to find. It may even contain answers to the questions that you have not thought of yet or dared to ask. Yes, John said enthusiastically. I want to know everything your great-grandfather wrote, but I cannot take the book from you. It belongs with you. It is part of your family's heritage. This is the reason why I want to give it to you, Jose continued. I have no children of my own, but you are as a son to me, and I'm extremely grateful for your friendship. You have grown up to be a fine young man. I'm proud to be your friend and trusted companion, even though these will be the last days we will spend together. You know, now make it more difficult for me to leave, John said. John, Jose added, this is not my intent. I'm giving you the keys to the kingdom. My great-grandfather had much to say about his journey there and back again. Jose stopped his thought for a moment, then continued slowly. In fact, I was told that he had an adventurous spirit, much of what I see in you. You see, I believe you must take on this challenge. You must go on your journey. It is time for you to grow as a man and become the person you were meant to be. John was amazed at the words Jose spoke. Never before did he hear Jose speak in such definitive affirmations. Truthfully, John, Jose said, you must go. I believe it is your destiny to cross over the mountains. But I cannot see into the future. I do not know anything for sure. But I give you my great-grandfather's book as a guide. You should use it to guide your steps both externally and internally. Then all the more, John pleaded, I beg you, join me on this journey. Come with me. Surely you know what is written in this book. Do you not want to see what your great-grandfather wrote about? And besides, you know the way. You know the path that I'm to take. Yes, Jose said. I know the words that are in this book, but many years have passed since then. What has been written may be no more. Life changes. Even the waters below and the skies above change with time. Still, there is wisdom in what is written. But you must look for wisdom in his words, and you must consider what has been written with both your head and your heart. With these words, Jose slid the book across the table. At the same time, back at Penny's house, Liz and Julie had a surprise. Julie and Liz found Penny on the sofa by the fireplace as they walked in the front door. No fire was burning, but the house still maintained a natural warmth and pleasant aroma about it. Penny was still wearing the same oversized sweater from earlier. She slowly put a book down on her lap as she looked up at the two girls walking in. You're back early, Penny said. We brought dinner, Julie said, holding a basket full of food. Liz held the other basket. Dinner, Penny said. I figured the two of you would get something at the park. We did, Liz said, and we brought it back. I wasn't going to let you stay here all day by yourself. What did you bring home? Penny asked. Potatoes and chicken, Julie said, smiling. We're going to make some potato cakes, and you're going to help. Penny got up from the sofa and followed the girls to the kitchen. With some effort, they started the wood stove, peeled the potatoes, and seasoned the chicken. Soon the sweet aroma of herbs and cooked chicken filled the house. Let's keep some for Mom, Penny said, as she prepared the biscuits. I know she'll be hungry when she gets home. If she's not too tired, Lisa added. But of course, there's plenty for today and tomorrow. Julie and Liz talked about what they did once they left the house earlier. Julie was upset that Penny didn't want to join them and decided that fixing dinner for three of them was such a much better way to spend the rest of the day. Liz agreed, so they made their way to the market from the park. Actually, Penny said, I'm grateful. I really didn't want to spend the whole day by myself. Then why did you give us a hard time earlier? Julie asked. Liz gave Julie a look and shook her head. It's okay, Liz, Penny said. I've been hiding from everyone for years. I keep trying to find and keep work, but I get fired every time. And I was just fired 2 days ago. No one wants to keep me around once they see my hand. Most of the time, it's the woman's husband or some other family member. I'm treated as an outcast. Sometimes it really gets to me and my emotions. Well, they make me feel terrible inside. Sometimes I just need to be alone. But you can't tell us these things without getting all weird and stuff, Julie said. And I thought you had your work situation settled. What gives? I thought so too, Penny said. But it's the same story all the time, Penny paused, focusing on the biscuits. Sometimes I wish I could just run away. I wish I could start a new life somewhere else. Somewhere else, Julie said. What are you talking about? Where else are you going to live? I don't know, Penny said solemnly. Maybe there's something better out there, maybe over the mountains. Over the mountains, Julie exclaimed. That's crazy. Nothing is over the mountains. You have to fit in here in the valley. Why? Penny asked. My whole life I tried fitting in, but the girls make fun of me. The boys don't want to date me. Tell me, where I fit in? I was only thinking out loud, Julie said. I'm sorry, Penny added. Don't get angry, but this has been my life. My whole life. I don't fit in. I'm a misfit in my own village. And only the two of you really care, but I can't live the rest of my life in my mother's house. I'm supposed to work somewhere and make my own money. I should be doing something other than being stuck here. The girls listened as Penny vented her frustrations, and she was right. Life had been tough and unfair, and she had very little. Julie wanted to offer some encouraging words, but found none. They continued with dinner preparations. When all was done, they ate, talking about more light-hearted events that happened that day. When all was done and the dishes cleaned, Julie went home. Liz and Penny prepared a separate meal for their mom. Afterwards, they both showered and settled in for the night. To be continued. Thank you for sharing this quiet moment with me. If this brought you peace, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like the video, and share it with someone who might need a little stillness too. Until next time, keep listening inward.